Okay, I'm sure by now you guys know that I am a huge Nuno Betancourt fan, and I want to show you this really interesting shred pattern inside of his It's a Monster solo. Now this is a solo I learned years and years ago, and I just recently went back and relearned it, and I'm like, man, this is really cool. Maybe some of you guys would dig checking this out. So here we go. If you want the tabs for today's lesson, I will link those down below for you. It might help you. It is a little bit more shreddy with some string skipping involved in it. And also, if you want to help me keep the 80s alive, just come back, hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out a bunch. You can also check out my free 5-day fretboard challenge if you're feeling up to it. And yo, let's go ahead and dive into today's lesson. Let's get it. Alright, so let's dive into this. Now, I always think it's important to know what is happening behind the solo before you actually learn the solo, because it actually paints the full picture for you. But anyways, the solo you have... They're really cool, you know, string skipping arpeggios, but what is happening behind it is this. I mean, a really cool riff, because it completely changes, because you have the other riff happening, and then, you know, all these riffs are in the solo section, and Nuno is layering things on top of them just perfectly, in my opinion. So, that's what's happening behind it. It's just simply walking down 5th fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret, open A, 3rd fret low E, 1st fret low E, open low E string. So he just kind of walking. Now, let's actually get to what's happening in the solo. So Nuno's going like this. And I don't know exactly how Nuno picks this. I just know the way that I pick it. That just kind of works for me. So when I play the lick, I go like this. I go pick, hammer, hammer. Then pick everything else. Like that. Yeah, and that's it. And then everything else is picked. Now, as far as the notes, we're all the way up here on 16th fret of the D string, and we're just outlining chords. And what's cool is we're outlining those chords that are being played, even though Nuno's kind of just doing power chords. Which is also kind of a cool trick, because when you have a power chord, you can really outline it in any way that you want, because there's no third involved in it. So, I air quotes on any way you want, but... you'll see here, there's only 2 shapes involved. So we're going like this. 16, 17, 19 on the D. Then on the B string, because we're skipping the G, you're going to go 15, 17, 19. So 16, 17, 19, 15, 17, 19. And walk it back down. Okay, so... Now Nuno does this particular shape a bunch. Not only in this solo, I think it's the Pornography. He goes, you know, he does this like major shape. So if you look at the chord that he's playing that D note. What are we outlining? We're outlining that note. Now the next one's really cool because it goes like this, which is outlining a minor. Right there. So we're going to go 14, 16, 17 on the D. And this really cool stretch, we're going to go 13 on the B, 14 on the B, 17. So, and walk that back down. And my picking stays the same throughout all of these. So, okay. Now, the nice thing here is he just takes that same pattern and moves it down. So you've got... So he just goes to 12 on the D, 14, 15, and then 11, 14, 15, and walk it back down. So next we're going to go back to that major shape over the A. And you're going to go 11, 12, 14 on the D, and then 10, 12, 14 on the B, and walk it back down. You can see how it's complicated because of the string skipping and the speed, but when you really break it down, I feel like a lot of this stuff is accessible to, you know, us mortals. Okay, now you're going to take this shape and move it down. And I'm just going to go to 9, 10, 12 on the D. Then 10, 12, I'm sorry, 8, 10, 12 on the B. And walk it back down. So if you have to, I would take 2 of these and try to go back and forth between them, and maybe the major one because it's a little bit easier. You know, and it just sounds cool. Now he's going to go back to that minor shape. So we had the A, and he went to G. Now think, what would he do? G, he goes F. And we're going to go 7, 9, 10 on the D. Big stretch. 6, 9, 10 on the B. Walk it back down. And the final one is he goes back to the major shape, which he's outlining, an E. Okay? So that is just simply going to go 6, 7, 9 on the D. Then you're going to go to the B string, 5, 7, 9. Walk it back down, 7, 5, 9, 7, and then repeat. And he actually has 2 different endings on here. The one ending, he just, after he does that last one, he goes. And then the next time he just walks up the scale. But like super fast and clean, not sloppy like I just did. But anyways, all together slow, it would go like this. You just got Nuno'd. Alright, homies, thank you all so much for tuning in to today's lesson. Hope you dug it. Nuno is just one of those guys that, I mean, there are a million things to learn from Nuno, even 80s life here. And also, look at this. I forgot to talk about it, but my crackle is back at last. Man, I took it to Glazier's. We recut the neck pocket. They redid the wiring on it. Literally took the entire tremolo system apart, rebuilt it piece by piece, and it is back at last. So, on that note, I'll see you all later. Bye, homies.